Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and what's happening? So, yes, what's up? First like, how you doing? Yes, I'm feeling better. Just finished reading the latest Black Order issue. Cool, cool. Sounds like Black Dwarf should quit the Black Order and join up with Mojo and Glob. Okay, now that's just too funny. Get help fixing his love life. Oh my God, there you go, right there. All three of them. Just talking about, oh yeah, them and DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince talking about girls ain't nothing but trouble. That's what I want. So what's going on, everybody, in the podcast? I know I keep calling it a podcast, but it's really a live stream. Whatevs. So how's everybody doing? I am bored, out of my effing mind. Just saying. Oh my God, I have got 26 notifications on freaking Twitter. I just got home a little while ago and I didn't get the chance to actually look at anything. So I'm just here hanging and oh wow. Okay, nah dude. Nah, too many people talking, too much stuff going on. I don't know. What's up? So, I don't know. I don't know what to talk to. I don't know what to talk about. Somebody please tell me what to talk about. I don't know what to talk about, man. Ooh, here's something. Where is it? Here it is. I went to the store today, and the Star Wars Black Series figures were only $12.99. I'm like, ooh, yay! So I bought Chewbacca, and you may notice his freaking leg is broken. Yeah, I pulled it out the box, and immediately the leg, that one leg, the right leg, just boop, fell right off. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? So I didn't bother taking anything out of the wrapping, and I just put it back in, and I shoved the leg in the front so people could see. Like, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. This is a really gorgeous figure. I got a freaking broken one. So now I gotta go and knock some people out. Hey, what's up, Sean? No, I did not see any images of Cyclops' new beard, but I have heard word of the beard. What do you call it? Yeah. YouTube noob, what's going on, dude? It rhymes. Oh God, it rhymes. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm kind of a little bit out of it right now. A little tired, yet at the same time wired, and just chilling. Like, I still got a couple of comic books to read. I got Turek, the Dinosaur Hunter, to read. What else I got here? I've only got 3 more physical copy comic books. I got Turek, got to read that. I got to read Blackbird. Was this issue 4? Yup. And I got to read Die. No, just Die. One time Die. Die once, but issue number 2. Bang. Yes. I got to read those. So, yeah. Hey, what's up, Sebastian? I sent a preview of that for the segment. Oh, did you now? All right. Well, I guess we'll see that sure enough then. Hey, so I'll be looking at those. Ooh, I also got a Stormtrooper, the ATST, those little tiny guys. Yeah, these things with the little figures. I like. You guys know I don't just collect the 6-inch figures. I collect these little freaky figures too. And I just decided to start collecting some of the Star Wars ones because they're just way too cool. I found this one on the cheap, so I'm like, get out of town. It was only $20. It's like, ching! So, yeah, I love this. It actually shoots it's got the 3 missiles, 1 and 2 more down here. So it just actually fires them spring-loaded, so that's kind of cool. Yep. Top opens, this clicks and moves. So, yeah, I'm kind of satisfied with this. Hey, Raven, what's going on, dude? Haven't seen you in a couple of days. I think you commented on like one of the videos. Excuse me, one video this week, I think. But yeah. Let's see. Corey Irwin, sorry I'm late. What are you talking about? I just came on like 6 minutes ago. You're not late. Family visited me up here in snowy Cleveland. Frickin' Cleveland. You gotta love it, man. Yeah, I figures it would snow there. Hey Bill, how's your day? Doing pretty good, David. Doing pretty good. Rantor, hi. Professor, cooking dinner. What you cooking, dude? What you cooking? Corey Irwin, what's up? With your message retracted. How Was Die? No, I didn't read it yet. I got those 3 books to still read, and then whatever else I'm going to grab on Comixology. Somebody recommended that I get something. The what is that? Barack Obama, like the Barack Panther Obama, whatever, versus the Tremendous Trump. But it's not on Comixology, and I don't feel like going back to the comic book store. What's going on here? Is this Yeto? This is talking about Future Fight. Yep. The Fantastic Four update went live last week for Marvel Future Fight. I'm pretty interested. Zora Volovic, victorious. Apparently she's Doom's Proxima Midnight. Oh, the villain in the next Fantastic Four issue. Wow, man, like, first appearances in a video game? Not cool. Bit of taste. Rosenberg keeps spoiling us with all these new X-Men showing up in his stories. Hopefully Blindfold gets some good development. Feeling better now. Torchiest, here's the thing. I know I sound better because I got my voice back, but like the videos that I shot last night, it was only 2. I was only able to shoot 2 videos last night. I was just exhausted. Nightwing and Green Arrow. And I felt like they were crappy reviews because I couldn't focus on anything. I just couldn't keep my mind focused on anything. I read the comic books and I was just like, what the hell did I just read? So, yeah, and they were actually fairly bad comic books, so, there's that. But all that being said, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't have my head right again, not yet. So, what happened? There was like a misspelling, a pretty common misspelling in the Nightwing book. I forgot to even mention that. I was going to rag on that a little bit. But, So, which book are you looking to the most? Justin Riley asks. Which book am I looking forward to the most? It's a good question. I don't know. Kind of want to say Black Widow. Like, out of the ones that haven't come out yet, right? Kind of want to say Black Widow. I'm really looking to see what the Soska sisters are going to do with her. Because they're pretty awesome. Adam Hussein, sniff coke. It'll help you stay up. Yeah, dude, I'm an insomniac. The last thing I need is freaking stay up longer. What's going on here? Something happening to Curry Irwin. The current Harley Quinn comic is so sad. The final conversation with Harley and Bruce is heartbreak. Really? Ah, okay, I might actually check that out then. Biggie Shack. I got that Harley Quinn 57 variant today going for $30. Yeah, man, they need to chill out with those prices. That's just a bit much. She didn't even appear in the final splash. Wow, you're sick, man. Hope you feel better. Make sure you rest and drink a lot of water. Oh, I always drink a lot of water, David Presley. Believe that. Nico Rodriguez. Hi, Professor. Have you read any Usagi Yojimbo from the legendary Stan Sakai? Well, Usagi Yojimbo is actually one of my favorite characters, believe it or not. And yes, I do read them. I just don't review them because there's a lot there that I don't think that people would understand. But I am planning on doing something pretty soon because, like, Usagi Yojimbo, the first time I ever heard of him or saw him was actually in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon. And I was like, oh my god, this is like the greatest character ever. Because I've always been in love with samurai. You know what I'm saying? I actually the first martial art I ever studied when I was 8 was actually Togokor Ninjutsu. So I was actually trained as a ninja for 3 years, believe it or not. I know how to like climb buildings and stuff like that. I'm just not particularly good at it anymore because out of practice and a little bit older. But also I'm really tall, so a lot of the things that they teach in ninjutsu beside the actual hand-to-hand stuff, it's not meant for tall people. It's genuinely not meant for tall people. So, But my friend Terrell used to always say, because I always loved the samurai, I'd study their traditions and things like that. My buddy Terrell used to always say he's a ninja trapped in the body of Bill has the skills of a ninja but the heart of a samurai. That's what he used to always say. That was back in high school, and yeah, in some ways, yes. That's what was up. Okay, Pulp Cerberus just said, "What's up, Pulp Cerberus?" I'm I'm gonna try not to jump up too much because it's gonna keep on bouncing a lot. But it is what it is. Sean Crosswell, welcome to the channel. How do you feel about Harley Quinn 57 being compared to Batgirl 23? I'm not reading either of those books, so I read a lot of books. Unfortunately, I don't read all of the books. But if enough people are saying a lot of things about 57 of Harley Quinn, it's not too late to buy it. I'll grab it on Comixology. I'll probably do a review for it. We'll see what's up. Adam was saying, you pick up any of the new Black Panther Marvel Legends? No, that stuff takes longer to get up in Canada. Plus, I'm not really interested in any of them. None of them really, like, I don't want that version of Manape. You know what I'm saying? I want the actual comic book version of Manape, where he's actually wearing the gorilla skin. Like that's what I'm looking for. I would love to get my hands on something like that, you know? But aside from that, I have a Black Panther figure from the Ant-Man collection. I don't need any of the other versions of Black Panther. They don't appeal to me, you know what I'm saying? I don't need two of any characters. What do you call it? Let's see, Yeto. I doubt they'll make use of the opportunity to have Evan talk with Apocalypse. God, it would be great if they did, though, wouldn't it? It would only make sense. But you're probably right, unfortunately. David Presley, I haven't read issue 61 of Batman yet, but before I watch a video, without giving any spoilers, what's your thoughts on it? From like 5, it was really good one that was like really bad. Okay, I don't understand what you're saying there, but sorry, go and check that out. I don't usually give a whole lot of spoilers on it, but if you haven't read it yet, read the issue and then check out the review. That's where I really talk about everything. Pope Cerberus, the jumped. Have you tasted toxic masculinity? But, oh, you're talking to Bitter Taste or something? Got to tell me, does Surge appear? I don't know any of that stuff. Baby Shack, Harley Quinn was there for 3 days. Oh, wow. Okay, so apparently it's really big. Okay, shoot. So let me go to about here. Net is hitting me right now. Have to watch later. All right, I'll talk to you later, Raven. See you later, man. Corey Irwin, I have never heard of the incoming Black Widow's writers. Have they published anything of note I should look into? Yes, they're actually horror movie directors. And I think the first one they ever did, the first one I ever heard them doing, was actually a WWE production. I know, but I think that they're the ones who did I Scream Man with Kane from WWE. The ending wasn't great, but the movie in and of itself was all right. It was, you know, it was better than decent. But after that they started getting, you know, better and better scripts and started doing better and better movies, and they are known for being pretty good in the horror genre. So now they want to jump in and try their hands at doing comic books, because they're nerdy girls, you know, and they're awesome. They really are. So I also saw an interview with those two, and they're taking the interview seriously, but they're joking around during it. and if you've heard them actually talking, then you can put the voices to the words that you're reading, and it's actually really good. They love their comic books. I didn't know that before, but with this interview I could tell they do. So I'm hoping that they're going to be pretty good. The big fat... okay, Nico Rodriguez. I love Usagi, amazing character. On another note, you planning on reading Image's Criminal #1 that came out this week? Yes, I actually already have the images for it from the previews. On that, they're not really previews, but the late previews for the book, and I already made the thumbnail for it. I just have to actually read the comic book, and I don't buy my comic books all at the same time on Comixology, so I didn't buy it yet, which means I didn't read it yet. But the Big Facts podcast is going on. That's Bitter Taste. I was so confused. Carell is my bae. I just felt thrown off by that. Thanks, bro. The first chef, Mario's back. Autocorrect. I can't remember how to... I can't remember. We do find out how Nate got his powers increased. No, I don't think we found out how Nate got his powers increased. Odd, you're talking about Harley and Batgirl. Things got crazy between the two of them in Heroes in Crisis. Yes, that was actually pretty fun. I know a lot of people are coming down hard on it, but I like it. Turk was kind of short, Eddie Kidd says. Yeah, I figured it would be, because the way that Ron Mars, and I'm happy that he's writing comic books again, like bigger comic books now. He contacted me a couple months ago. My commentary on Comicsgate. He saw he said he just saw the first half of it because it was like really long, and he's like, you got a really good head, and you're you're being very, very fair. So I actually really appreciate that, he said. So that was actually really cool. And like, we don't talk back and forth. He just sent me the email and I sent back a thank you. That was really it. Yeah, I don't want to be like, I'm on the union crap. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But yeah, I like that he's actually making that, because yeah, he's cool people. And he did say it was going to be fairly short in interviews in other Image books. He said, no, this is Dynamite. Yeah, in the other Dynamite books. He said that, what have you, it's just a guy fighting dinosaurs, really. He's going to keep it as simple as it needs to be. Bling asked her out. She replies by socking him in the face. Wow. Sounds like kids. Sean Crosswell, yes, I really did love Jango Fett. I kind of have like not a human to human crush on not Teenie Howard. What the heck is her name? Oh, for crying out loud! What the heck is her name? Who's doing the Jango Fett book? I've got the variant cover. It's actually up on top here. Jodie Hauser. Yeah, I don't have like a physical crush on her or anything like that. She's beautiful. God, she's a gorgeous, gorgeous woman. But like, I have I don't know, fanboy crush. Would you say whatever? Like a fan crush on her. She is freaking awesome. If she writes anything with Star Wars, I'm gonna buy it. Just based on these last ones that she did, no, done. Like, she's more than proven herself to me, as far as writing Star Wars. So boom, I'm good with her. David Presley, do you feel DC is overusing Harley Quinn, or is it people that don't like her? Yeah, I don't know. That's debatable. I think that the complaints that I heard from people is that they're making her too much like Deadpool, and they don't want that. They want her to go back to the way that she used to be, where she was just a little, which is, is what it is. Looking forward to the new Guardians. Think Cosmic Ghost Rider is going to be the leader. Oh, excuse me, Sean, please don't say that. The In Hyuk Lee was, the cover was nice for that. Yes, it was. Sebastian, found a channel. Cool, man. Destroys comics with a flamethrower. Dude, who cares? I don't care about that silly nonsense. Yeah. So, Bitter Taste. Talking to Yeto. Dylan Anthony, what's going on, man? How you doing? David Presley, do you think the Mother Storms and Null need to meet in some fashion when the universe began, like they were enemies of some sort? That would be cool. That would actually be really cool. I'd be down for anything like that with backstory. I'm down. There's like so much open for that. But I think we need to slowly reveal his history, as opposed to just, here you go, he's explained. Nah, slowly, man. That's what I'm going to like about it. Mark Guerrero, Damien and Red Hood were just set up to appear in Young Justice Outsiders. Sweet. I still haven't watched that. I feel like I need to watch season 2 first. Eddie Kidd, I actually did enjoy the simplicity of Turok. Okay, I'm looking forward to some good action issues coming up. All right, sweet. Yeah, I was imagining that he was going to wind up writing it like a Lara Croft video game, where it's just very action oriented. Sean, man, Bendis wrote Impulse. So what he really did, he wrote Impulse great. Like, it's almost like he was born to write the character. Yeto, also Professor, I feel like Harley is becoming too much like Batman. Okay, the way she's been winning fights lately is very reminiscent of Batman using his plot devices. You know, that is a big deal. Tom King does really write her as being a bit OP, you know? I think he has a crush on her. Whatever. Sean Crosswell. Batman Who Laughs is off to an incredible start. Hopefully he keeps up his high standards. Well, issue number 2 is coming out in the next issue. And Scott Snyder revealed one particular image where Batman is on the ground and Batman Who Laughs is crouched down on his haunches right next to him. And he's like, he's just like staring at him, laughing. And Batman's saying, please, 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 like that. It's like, whoa, what the frig? So I get the feeling that he's going to do something crazy absurd afterwards. We'll see, though. Let's see. That Jack Duke can draw. Derek Pierce. I just bought a new truck. What'd you buy? I might have to stop buying comics or cut way, way back just to make the payments. Picking a few favorites will not be easy. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. What did you get, though? Is there a comic book artist? Yeah, I saw that comment, but I don't know how to answer that, Sebastian. I don't know offhand. Nothing came to mind then, and yeah, my head's just a little bit out of it right now. Yeto, can we talk about how Carnage sent one of his zombies after Tom Hardy? Did he now? Is that what happened? Was that in the latest Web of Venom comic book? Web of Venom Unleashed. Really? Okay, I didn't even notice that. That would be freaking hysterical if that's what he actually did. Sean, so in Age of X-Men, Jean will date someone else. Who do you think it will be? I vote Polaris. You know what? I think that the fan base would freaking explode if they went and made Jean lesbian now also. They'd be like, oh, they're going to make Scott and Angel and Beast gay now also. Like, what are they doing the original X-Men? Jack Kirby and Stan Lee's creations. Like, people are going to freak out over that, so I don't imagine that'll happen. I'll tell you what, it'd be something else if she started dating Havoc, though, wouldn't it? Not Matthew Rosenberg's Havoc, because he's just a little too silly, you know? But, no, like, anybody else's version of Havoc. Maybe Havoc from, I don't know, from the 90s, you know, under Claremont. Introducing the one below all in the Immortal Hulk. Do you think Marvel will start doing more characters that are polar opposites, like the opposite of the Phoenix Force and the Beyonders? David, if they do start doing that, then it will be really crappy, I think. You know, if everything is an opposite. Because there's Master Order and Lord Chaos. Like, everything is an opposite already. There's Master Order and Lord Chaos. They were both created by, oh, Jesus. I can't think straight right now. I just did a freaking interview with him a couple months ago. Like, in person. Created Thanos. Created Mistress Death. Starts with an S. I've got his poster here that he signed for me, and I can't... Oh, for crying out loud. If somebody helps me, I would really appreciate it. But anyway, yeah, Jim Starlin, that's his name. Jim Starlin. So, Jim Starlin made a whole bunch of opposites for people. And the In-Betweener, which is, you know, the in-between of Master Order and Lord Chaos. So if they started doing, like, you know, opposites to everybody, I think it would be a bit much, personally. So, there's that. As far as Submariner being owned by another company, the distribution rights, the way that it was explained by Kevin Feige, the distribution rights to Namor the Submariner are the exact same as the Incredible Hulk's, in so much as he is the movie character. The distribution rights are owned by Universal Pictures. So Universal, so Marvel can make movies with them, or have them in other people's movies, like in the Avengers or in, you know, Thor. But if they make an individual Hulk movie or an individual Namor movie, then the distribution rights will automatically belong to Universal. They'll get all the money for it and everything. So that's everything, you know, to do with the film. So the only way they could really do Submariner is to put him in other people's movies. But at the same time, Feige said that it was more complicated than the Hulk, but then he said it's similar to the Hulk like a year later. It's like, some things have been done, so now it's similar to the Hulk. So that's where I'm getting that from. David Presley, I don't know about Killer Clowns from Outer Space comic book. The movie was pretty funny, though. Biggie Shack. Who's the first mutant, Apocalypse or Submariner? Well, the first... actually, it is someone else. I can't remember who it is, but before any of the superhero... Like, right before any of the superheroes became famous, there was this one guy. I can't remember his name, but he was considered to be the first mutant, and that many more would come after him. And he was like X-Man. He was like Nate Gray. He was that powerful. He was unbelievably powerful. And he went around doing his things. And then later on, he wound up disappearing. They said, oh, he'll come back. Somebody actually went back and found those old comic books, and they started doing something with him in the X-Men comic books. But I don't remember enough about them. Like, it was really minuscule stuff. But aside from that, Namor is the first super-powered character that Marvel Comics, technically Atlas at the time, had created. Or were they timely? You know what? They were timely. They were timely, then they became Atlas, then they became... Yeah. So so technically it's Namor, because Namor, they announced, was a mutant. Just like Toro. Toro is the mutant sidekick to the original android, Human Torch. Who we later found out is actually a synthezoid, just like Vision. He was the first synthezoid, so yeah. But Apocalypse is considered historically the first mutant. So, yeah, it's all over the place. It's all over the place. Let's see. Bitter Taste has a interesting take on it also. Selene is considered... Is Selene considered older than Apocalypse, though? I don't know. Either way. Uncommon. That's just funny. Plus, I just want to see girls make out. Oh, wow. Such weird rules. Yes, they are weird rules, but it saved Marvel from dying in bankruptcy. So, when they went bankrupt back in 96, I think that was. Derek Pierce, not so if you saw my response. I need something to haul the family. It's a Toyota Tundra 5.7 V8. 4-door, all tricked out. Nice. Nice. That sounds fun. That sounds fun. Selene is the first mutant. Okay, cool. Yeto, I do think Jean should stay away from Scott overall. Yeah, I do believe that she should stay away from Scott. Just let that, if they're going to come back to each other, let it be organic. Don't just, well, technically we're supposed to be together, right? That's more of how Emma thinks. So I hear Captain Marvel is set for $140 million opening weekend. With the hate it gets now, I know that it affects nothing and they're totally irrelevant. Whatever. There are people who are going to hate. There's just, at the end of the day, there's just a bunch of liars out there. People who hate things for one reason, and when you confront them about that reason because they're saying all those things, they turn around and say, no, I don't hate it for that reason. What are you talking about? No. But you're pretty much acknowledging it. It's just a bunch of cowards. People who talk out of one side of their mouth. You know what I'm saying? So, honestly, I'm so tired of the haters. Big Facts podcast that I just don't even care, man. Isn't Toro retconned to be an Inhuman? Cryptid, don't do that. Did they really do that? I don't know. But now that they own the rights totally to those characters, I have a feeling that Scarlet Witch may go back to being a mutant again, and Quicksilver, so we'll see. Oh God, he was retconned. That's just terrible. I didn't even know that. Maybe I did. I don't know what I know right now. I think more cough medicine coming soon. Thoughts on Black Panther getting nominated? and Aquaman gets snubbed. Okay, Aquaman getting snubbed, I understand because it came in really, really late, and they didn't know what they were going to do with that. As far as Black Panther getting nominated, I think that it should have been nominated. But I'm going to take it a step further. Black Panther should have won something. It's disgusting. Disgusting. And, you know, we can get into if it's racist or not, you know, another time, but yeah, I think it's really ridiculous. I think that, yes, it is a cross between racism and just the typical sense that these stupid old men who do all the voting have towards the comic book movies. Like, it's the exact they've already played their hand. They've already explained what they're going to explain. When you have people like Jodie Foster, who's one of those in crowds, you know? She's not one of the people who gets to vote on it, but she's of the same mindset as a lot of those people, which is funny because she used to be anti-them because it was the whole idea of how come women don't get acknowledged the right way. And then once she started getting her way, she was just like, okay, screw everybody else, burn that bridge so other people can't come across. But yeah, Jodie Foster has talked about how comic book movies, they're just silly. I don't see the point in them. They're taking away from real actors. But I would still consider starring in one. No, Jodie Foster, we have absolutely no interest in you coming anywhere near our comic book movies. In fact, I'm kind of hoping you can take Natalie Portman with you too. The fake fans, you know? Not interested in them. So just go away. Both of you, all of you, just go away. We don't need you in our comic book movies. You need us. You need the comic book movies. The comic book movies don't need you, you know? And those comic book movies that you make fun of all the time, you wish that they existed when you first came into the freaking roles, or trying to come into the roles that you came in. You know, like at the end of the day, you got these all these new actors. Chris Evans. Nobody would have heard of Chris Evans. Nobody would have really paid too much attention to Chris Hemsworth. It's like, oh, he played Captain Kirk's father. Yeah, for all of 12 seconds. Maybe 13. Psst, you know? So nobody cared. No, he was there and he was gone. He was dead. Nobody cared, right? So it's a big thing back and forth. No, so many of these characters. Robert Downey Jr. possibly wouldn't have been able to come back into acting. He would, and then think about what would have happened. He'd had so many chances that people just like, no, he's untouchable, screw him, you know what I'm saying, just forget about him. None of the big Hollywood producers would take him. But little tiny Marvel Studios, who didn't even have a single movie out, says, well, we got to put out our first movie, Iron Man. Hey, let's get, you know, Tom Cruise said no, because he won't do it for the money that we're willing to pay. Let's see if Robert Downey Jr. will. He said yes, and look what happened. Mutually beneficial, you know what I'm saying, for Marvel Studios and for these guys. Plus, when all the new actors were saying, hey, Marvel, could you start paying us more money? I think we're worth more money. And Marvel's like, yeah, I don't think that we could do that because we just, you know, no, we have too many investors and it goes to Disney, and no, I don't think we could do that. Robert Downey Jr. is the one who said, hey, man, such and such and such, let's do this. Otherwise, I leave. But if you sign them on and give them more money, I'll do more work. You know what I'm saying? I'll do more Iron Man pictures, more movies as Iron Man, you know, and Tony Stark. And they're like, okay, fine, let's see what we can do. So they did do something. They did start paying more, and that probably wouldn't have happened under Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is a good guy, but yeah, man, Tom. I don't think that we'll never know. Let's just put it that way. We'll never know. But Robert Downey Jr. absolutely did go to bat for these people. That says something. Let's see. Okay, I'm just going to go down here because it jumped a lot. Yet makes no sense. I figured Venom beat them both because how popular it was. I don't know where it's coming from. Black Panther has losing has nothing to do with racism. Plenty of African American focused films win awards. They just don't want a comic book movie. I'm sure that's part of it, but you also got to look at what African American movies do win. An absolute trope movie like Amistad will win. Why? Look at the people who made the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the movie itself. You know, it's like, oh, this was so bad. So we'll have like just look at the movie, and you know, we'll talk about it on Facebook if you want or something like that. But Like real talk, man. Look at the African American movies that do win. You know, think about just Rage Against the Machine said it best. Amistad was a whip. The truth was feathered and tarred. You know what I'm saying? Like that was just such a. It's disgusting how they went and they freaking spruced that up to make it more palatable. And to make it not look like the world is such a terrible place and Africa was raped the way it was. No. If the truth of Amistad was told in a movie, we probably never would have seen the light of day. It would have been an indie movie that we'd never hear of. It'd be in the indie film festival, and it would never go anywhere from there. It would have to be one of those cult classics that we have to find out about if we ever found out about it. No, man, no. You look at Halle Berry. Halle Berry won. First off, a lot of people complain, and I don't have this complaint, but a lot of people complain that it took Denzel Washington playing a bad guy to finally get an Academy Award. I hear you, but at the same time, he was goddamn good in freaking... Oh, crap, I can't remember the name of the movie right now. But you know the movie I'm talking about, where he was the corrupt cop. Like, he was amazing in that. He blew everybody out of the water with that. But that being the case, still, he still had his complaint. But they decided to also award Halle Berry at the same time. And what movie was she in? Monsters Ball, where she literally just took off all of her clothes and got nookie like with Billy Bob Thornton. Really? Like, maybe she should have won something for having to do that with that creepy old freaky guy. But at the end of the day, man, come on now. Like, what, how great was Monsters Ball? Does she really deserve an Academy Award for that? No. But they just decide, you know what? Now's the time to do that. Like, it's not voted on by the fans. It's not. It's voted on by stuffy old white shirt guys who are used to going home and smoking their pipes in their cigar jackets or their pipe jackets, whatever they are, and they're just stuffy and stupid and old and cemented in the past of how acting used to be. Stage acting was the way that it was. Shut up, go away, can't wait till you all die so that real people can take your place and we can actually see some comic book movies for once being taken care of the right way. Just know it's a much bigger deal than just the comic book thing, Sorry, man. Like, I know, like, this is the thing. Like, a lot of times, like, I'm not in America right now. So I'm American, but I'm not in America. I'm in Canada right now. That's where I live right now. And I know that what was it? Infinity Gauntlet did more. Infinity War made more in the U.S. than Black Panther did. But in the entirety, every single other place in the world, Black Panther destroyed freaking Infinity Wars. I'm just saying, Infinity War didn't do it, like, globally, did not do as well as freaking Black Panther. Black Panther, whether you liked one or the other more than the other, isn't what actually matters. You're outvoted. Like, the bulk of the people in the world preferred Black Panther overwhelmingly and showed it with their dollars, And it wasn't just the idea of, we got to support a black movie. There have been plenty of black movies, And there was also Ava DuVernay just put out a movie at around the same time, and that was also considered a black movie. I can't remember what the hell the name of the book is. A Wrinkle in Time. There we go. Which she developed into the movie. She directed it as a movie, and that, for the most part, bombed. I don't know if it bombed, but it didn't do quite nearly as well as they were projecting it was going to do. So it's not just the idea of, we're going to lay down. No. People laid down their money for a damn good movie. That's what they did. So, no. The idea that Black Panther got snubbed is way more than just it being a comic book movie. Although, make no mistake, that easily factored into it. Just a bunch of stuffy old shirts smoking their pipes. I wasn't worried about what people like Jodie Foster think about comic book movies. Who is she anymore? C-cuff the haters. Derek Pierce, you are correct. Tom Cruise, what a dummy, didn't know about that. Well, There's a lot of people. You know Gwyneth Paltrow, who plays Pepper Potts in the movies. Do you know she actually turned down that role in Titanic? Hindsight is 2020. You know what I'm saying? Kate Winslet wound up becoming world famous for a while because of that. You know what I'm saying? Titanic, bang. You know. Hey, Sue-Ann McGinnis, what's going on, lady? But nah, man. Nah, man. A lot of people turned down movies that they didn't know were going to be so good. For crying out loud, Will Smith was supposed to play Neo in The Matrix. And Sean Connery was supposed to play Morpheus. But Sean Connery turned down the movie. He talks about this. He turned down the movie because he didn't understand The Matrix. So he turned it down. Yeah. So they got oh god, I can't use my freaking head the right way right now. Why do I remember Furious? Furious from Boys in the Hood. What the hell is his real name? Lawrence Fishburne. In Boys in the Hood, he was Larry Fishburne. Don't call him that today. He hates that. But, yeah, Lawrence Fishburne wound up getting the role instead because, you know what I'm saying? And since they got a black guy to play Morpheus, like, well, we kind of should get a white guy to play Neo. So they went with Keanu Reeves instead of Will Smith. How would the movie have looked otherwise? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But that that happens. Sean Connery also turned down another movie that he didn't understand. I can't remember which one it was. Was it as Gandalf? I think he turned down Gandalf because he didn't understand the role. Whatever. He turned down another movie. Whoa, Mark Guerrero. You and me going to have ourselves a conversation in real life, all right? Because no. Matrix is not overrated, son. Wrong answer. No, Matrix is an awesome movie. I might go out and fall asleep to watching that right now, and I might not fall asleep. That is a freaking awesome movie. Nope, sorry, we disagree. Agree to disagree. Saying Quad, I asked this in the Comic Book University group, but has anyone used Midtown Comics? I might order. Oh, that's you in the Facebook group, the Comic Book University Facebook group. No, I don't know anybody who's used the app to order comics from Midtown Comics. That's a shame. Please, calling someone a colonizer isn't being anti-white. Yeah, calling someone a colonizer isn't anti-white. That's just freaking funny. Second Street Marvel, thank you for the $2.99 super chat. It will be a few years, but John Bernthal for Logan. How tall is John Bernthal? Because they have used people twice. Marvel has used people twice, and I never thought about using him in the movie, and he can clearly play the damn role. He can clearly play the role. The question is, would fans be okay with that? You know what? We'll probably find out after next weekend, next Friday at 3:00 in the morning, because that's when the next season of Punisher comes out. I made a joke on Twitter. Yes, I think it was yesterday. I was just in a really weird mood. I just started tweeting random things. I said, will Netflix announce the cancellation of The Punisher before or after it premieres this coming weekend? Got a couple people laughing at that one. So, Matrix 1 was the best, the others are trash. They're not trash, man. Matrix 2 was pretty good, too. It was actually really good. It just wasn't great in comparison with Part 3. I could watch all three of the movies, though, man. I really can. To me, they were all really good movies. Adam Hussein, saying Quad 92. Pay attention to Adam Hussein, because he ordered from them. And near meant all messed up. That's messed up. Aggressively relaxing. What's up? Am I crazy, or should Mephisto be locked up and held by Ghost Rider? He should be locked up and held, or at least banished. He should at least be banished. Like, they should pay attention to that, man. The only Wachowski's movie I liked was V for Vendetta, which they didn't even direct. I hear you. That's fine. That's fine. Whoa. John Bernthal is probably 6'7". I'm 6'5". So me having to look up to that guy, he don't look like he's that tall. Second Street Marvel is saying that he's probably 5'10". Yeah, I don't know. If he's like 5'10", even that, I don't know if you're going to get somebody who's 5'3". But just saying, Wolverine is 5'3". I think that it's important to find a good actor who's not that tall. Just saying. Yeto, what's your opinion on former Acolyte X-Men like Jonah Cargill, Frenzy, and Prima Shaplander, Omega Sentinel? I actually really enjoyed them both when they joined the X-Men. I remember Frenzy. I can't. And I remember Omega Sentinel. Shoot, how could you not remember Omega Sentinel? She was sick. But I don't remember the other two that you're talking about. I'm sorry. Not by those names. But yeah, Omega Sentinel should come back and get she can go after who's that fake Victor Von Doom girl? Yeah, her. Go after her. Derek Pierce's wife says that he's like 5'10"-ish. Maybe then. Maybe. Still like 7 inches too tall. 7 inches is a lot. I'm just saying. Well, I mean, depending on... Okay, I'm not going to go there. I'm not that sick. Sebastian, repost about the possible flying Polaris. If it actually happens, then would that mean Jean is bi? Yeah, I think it would, actually. Let's see. Brevin Campbell, what's going on, Brevin? Let's see. Oh, those are the Wachowskis. Yeah, I kind of agree with you there, Big Facts Podcast, because Hugh Jackman did do great, but Hugh Jackman just can't keep doing that anymore, man. He's constantly getting skin cancer. He's getting he's going back into remission. You know what I'm saying? Like he can't getting his body. That's not healthy. When you get your body to look like that, that's not actually healthy. I know a lot of people look at him like, oh my God, he looks so good. Yeah, a lot of people also think that, stick-thin women look good. But that's what society tries to press on us. You know what I'm saying? Like, the ideal female body is a 15-year-old girl. You know what I'm saying? Which is a little bit... Is that like pedophilia? Personally, that's what I'm looking at it as. But no. I hear you, but no. The getting your body big like that is not healthy. It's not healthy for him. He's talked about it a few times. He's like, I love the look. My wife loves the look, but yeah, I get sick more often when I do that. So yeah, I get it. Like that's a lot of dehydration to make your muscles that prominent like that. Lucia von Bardis, thank you, Yeto. That is exactly who I was talking about. No prize to you. Okay, this just jumped it. I'm just going to keep it down here. B. Mizzy. Hi, Bill. How do you feel about the Avengers being relaunched in May? Number one sell, man. Number one sell. Jesus, he has skin cancer. Yeah. Oh, Jesus, he has. I thought you were talking to somebody. Yeah, he actually has one of the... I think there's like 3 different forms or something like that. But anyway, yeah. He goes into remission fairly often with skin cancer. So yeah, he's not the healthiest, unfortunately. That's why he's saying he can't keep on doing that. Yes, Avengers is going to get relaunched after the next version of No Surrender. I forget what that's. No Way Home. Professor, you know a lot about these actors. Thanks, Biggie Shack. Yeah, you know what it is. Thank God, I just have a really good memory. You know what I'm saying? My wife and I were talking about doing our own channel together, where we would actually do reactions to heavy metal and old songs from back in the 80s. My wife is like a couple of things. She's Somali, so she was born in Africa. She wasn't born here in North America. She was born in Africa. What do you call it? And she didn't come here until she was in 9th grade. She started high school here in Canada, and when she did come here, she didn't speak a lick of English. 4 years later, when she graduates high school, she gets accepted into an an English education program where she's actually able to teach English now, and she has it's called a Delta. She has the equivalency of a master's degree in teaching English. So yeah, she's really smart. You know what I'm saying? She's ridiculously smart. Learned a language like that. She's fluent in 3 languages. I'm conversational in 5 languages, and I'm including English. But like, she's actually fluent in 3 languages, which is badass. You know what I'm saying? But she doesn't have the history of music around here. And meanwhile, I grew up a headbanger. You know what I'm saying? So I want to actually do, like, I see a bunch of reaction channels and whatnot, and so many times I enjoy looking at some of them. Like Lost in Vegas is a really, really good one. I love those guys. Those guys are awesome. If you ever want to look up a music reaction channel, look up Lost in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? There's these 2 guys, and they check out all different kinds of music, and they do reactions to them. My wife and I were looking at these, and we're thinking about doing something like that also, because she's never heard most of these songs. Excuse me, and she forgets when, you know, I do these things. But I actually have all of these. Big Fans Podcast, he knows what's up. But yeah, anyway, so we were just thinking about doing that because I know all the, for the most part, I know all the band members' names. I know what they all play. I haven't played in forever, but I used to play guitar. I used to play drums. I used to play a whole. I still keep drumsticks. You know what I'm saying, on my desk in case I want to go tapping. I play the ocarina. I'm teaching my son how to play guitar, acoustic guitar right now. I have a harmonica. You know, I play the harmonica. I play a whole bunch of, you know, different instruments. So I understand the way these work, and I have a good memory of the band and the things they've gone through, why this song was written, you know, and things like that. And she knows none of that. So we were thinking about doing something like that where it could be fairly interesting. But yeah, we'll see. Let's see. Transformers should get rid of Sector 7 and just use G.I. Joe. Yeah, I hear you. Thomas Val, what's going on, dude? Who's my favorite DC character? A lot of people don't like when I say this, but Hawkman. Hawkman is Hal Jordan is my second one, and he's a fairly close second. But nah, man, Hawkman, I'll go to bat for Hawkman any day of the week. The guy is amazing. I love everything about the Hawk family, their different histories. It's very convoluted, extremely complicated, but you find somebody like me, or you go to Hawk World on Twitter or Facebook, and Tim Board, he'll educate you real quick on and he's a nice guy. He's a really nice guy. He comes on the podcast every so often. Yeah, so a lot of people who could get you up to date on Hawkman because they're just amazing characters. Red Hood and the Outlaws kept me interested in DC. No Archmaster Bizarro, no deal. I really like the latest one. Sabah Abid, what's going on, dude? How you doing? كيف حالك? What do we got here? Batgirl's your favorite DC character. Cool. Hawkman versus Captain America. See, those are my 2 favorite characters, man. Those are my absolute 2 favorite characters. And that's a really rough one. I'm going to make a video on that one of these days, but we'll see. Also, Hawkman versus Black Panther, because that would actually be more interesting to me. YouTube censor account. The last Batgirl issue was good. Who's your favorite Marvel character? My favorite Marvel character is Captain America, I just mentioned. Yeah, YouTube censorship account. A couple of people were telling me about issue 57 of oh, no. That's... Yeah, somebody mentioned Batgirl, but a lot of people are telling me Harley, so yeah, I might go and jump back and forth. Biggie Shaq likes Hawkman and Adam. That's just like such a great friendship, you know? Like Booster Gold and Blue Beetle, you know, the Ted Cord version. Power to the people, what's going on? How you doing, man? Big Facts Podcast. My favorite Marvel characters, Cyclops and Captain Marvel. Nice, those are 2 good ones to have. My favorite metal is Dawnbreaker. Oh, okay, I know what you're saying now. I was thinking like a metal band named Dawnbreaker? Why haven't I ever heard of them? Favorite DC hero is Batman. Favorite Marvel character is Captain America. No, that works, and what a great fight that would be. Can't stand Captain America in the comics for the same reason. or for some reason he just annoys me. I hear you. I don't know what Captain America books you've read, but I might be able to make you like him because he is so much more than just America. He's the American dream. He's the world's dream. He's a really amazing character. But to each their own. It's cool. Avengers 4 pre-sale tickets will be available during the new Super Bowl TV spot. Just my prediction. Oh crap! I was just out today, and I heard that they're doing pre-orders for Captain Marvel. I should really reserve my tickets if they are. It's everyone's favorite superhero RPG. Yeah, Derek Pierce knows that mine is Marvel Superheroes Advanced Role Playing. Mutants and Masterminds, 3rd edition. You like? Nice, nice. My favorite Marvel character can't decide: Eddie Brock or Flash Thompson. DC easily Mera. Mera's a great one. I love Mera. Yeah, and I love Aquaman. I might actually like him more than I like Hal Jordan. I don't know. That's an interesting one. Anyway, you smoke weed or drink, Professor? No, Adam Hussein. I am actually straight edge. I've been straight edge my whole life. Well, not my whole life. I did drink I did used to drink beer, but the last beer I drank, you're gonna love this. I was 13 years old. Yeah, my father was actually a heavy alcoholic, and I've gone to lots of AA meetings with him. So, I understand the concept of it being a disease. And since it exists in my family, I just choose to stay away from all that stuff. So, yeah, I went straight edge, and I just never did. In fact, I'm so straight edge, I don't even drink coffee because it's caffeine. I'm serious. I will drink soda, but I usually try to look for caffeine-free soda. You know what I'm saying? Like root beer and orange soda. Because, yeah, and of course, grape. Because, grape soda. Come on, man. Come on, man. What? Who doesn't drink grape soda? But anyway, yeah. Vaping leaves no smell. Vaping can leave a smell, but no, I hear you. No. I was actually thinking about getting, it is legal up north here. I was actually thinking about getting the non-THC drops that go under your tongue because apparently it's supposed to be really helpful for you. But I don't like the idea of not being completely in control of my senses. It's weird, and I almost feel like that's what I am now because I'm just all over the place. But yeah. Thomas Val, 99-cent super chat. Thank you very much. I figured that would have come up bigger. I don't see that, but anyway, it jumped and I saw the bottom of the blue. Thank you, appreciate. Wouldn't mind reading more Captain America comics if you had any suggestions. Yes, I have a Spotlight on Story. Look up on Comic Book University, Spotlight on Story Captain America, and there's a story there that's actually pretty interesting. It also features Nick Fury and the Howling Commandos from way back in the day. But there are a bunch of really good Captain America stories. Mad Bomb could be a really good one, but the original, what the heck is it called? Really? I can't remember this now. Secret Empire, the original Secret Empire, not the one that just happened a year and a half ago. I would still recommend that. I enjoyed it, although a lot of people didn't. The Hydra version of Captain America. But there was one back in should have been the 60s. No, the 70s. Would have been the very early 70s, called Secret Empire. And it was a huge crushing blow to Captain America to find out that there was actually treachery in America, and it was one of those comic books that showed that he's bigger than just the idea of being America's army guy. No, he's much bigger than that. And the best Captain America books to me are the ones where he does argue against his superiors. He does argue against even the president if he feels that the president is doing something wrong, He knows what things are supposed to be, and he's just, to me, he's just an amazing character. And specifically for those. So, are there three? All three are different types of high, though. Oh, cool. Yeah, I wouldn't know. Sebastian, can a YouTuber or toy reviewer get demonetized for glorifying a G1 Megatron toy? Yeah, dude, I don't know about all that stuff. That doesn't make sense to me. None of that stuff makes sense to me. Why would somebody get demonetized for that? Some people are just a bunch of prima donnas on YouTube. It's not that big of a deal to be on YouTube. In fact, it's not even that big of a deal to put your face on YouTube, but there's a whole bunch of people that want to act like they're tough guys, but they just show their hands, so there's that. Read Captain America recent comics. It's beautiful. Agreed. Ooh, Civil War. Civil War would actually be a good one. That's the one where he stands against Iron Man and totalitarianism. Yes. To me, that was the best writing for Captain America and some of the best writing for Iron Man. Because, wow. Wow. But Superior Iron Man was probably the best written Iron Man, in my opinion. Anyway, Second Street Marvel, seeing him come back from the fallout of Secret Empire has been great. Yes. Okay, I'll look at his recent comics. Thanks, guys. No problem. Wow. Okay, a lot of jumping here. Let's go down to David Presley. Where do you think the Century went after the end of the 5-issue miniseries? Really good question. Genuinely really good question, because I figured that would have been like a prequel to what was happening in the Doctor Strange comic books, where he was actually helping Doctor Strange for a while. I'm assuming, but I don't know yet. We'll see. Big facts. I love the whole concept of Captain America has to redeem himself over the Hydra Cap stuff. Yes. Case of bad identity. Oh, I think my light bulb's going to go out pretty soon. That would stink. Holy Nightwing, Batman. Gee golly, Batman. The original Robin is the best. 66 Robin is not the original Robin. Don't do that. Love Dick Grayson, but in the Nightwing and older brother who's graduated role. Yeah, I like Nightwing like that. And, you know, I like Robin like that, who surpassed what Batman is and doesn't have the same problems that Batman has, but because of Batman's interventions. It's such a great diaspora of the characters. Like, it's amazing writing to have that. Dick Grayson had pretty much the same origin as Batman, but Dick Grayson didn't grow up to be resentful and angry and brooding and hateful, even though he had the same environment as Bruce Wayne. Why? Because Bruce Wayne didn't let him. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Wayne basically made Dick Grayson what Batman should have been. Batman is a heavily flawed character. You know, and that's the best way to write him. It's the best way I enjoy reading him personally. He's a very flawed character. Yet through it all, the proof that he could be better, maybe, is that he was able to guide Dick Grayson through his troubles and help him to achieve a measure of revenge, you know what I'm saying, and satisfaction in what happened, at least. A positive resolution so that he could move on and not be so, you know, brooding, and criminals are what do they say, cowardly and superstitious lot. I'm going to spread my fear onto them. I'm afraid of bats. I'm going to make them afraid of me as a bat. And Dick Grayson can smile and fight crime, you know, and still have the same moral code, maybe better than Bruce Wayne. And that's just one of the things that make him such an amazing character. And you have to give that to Bruce Wayne. I'll see you later, Derek. You and the kids. Night. Personally, I think Tim Drake needs to get reinvented in the current comics. Just not as interesting as he used to be in the pre-52. I can agree. Well, his current thing is just not doing it for me. The Red Robin costume was awesome. I miss being confused between the restaurant hero. Let's see you guys talking to each other. I read Batman, The Dark Prince Charming. Really loved it. Really? Okay, I read the first issue. I didn't read the rest. I probably should. Bitter Taste. Yeah, he is doing a good job with new Young Justice. Yeah, it was just the first issue of the comic book. So Iron Man is Thanos' brother. What? Not Thanos' brother. What are you talking about? No Worries just came this past Wednesday. Thanos versus Mitsislik. Good question. I don't know. You usually got to give it to, if they're both bad guys, you usually got to just give it to DC, because they are, you know what I'm saying? Marvel, DC, as far as power levels. But at the same time, I don't know. the same time, Thanos is probably smart enough to figure it out. Like one of the things that's messed up about him is not just his ruthlessness, but the intelligence of his ruthlessness. You know, I think that Mr. Mitsy would probably win at first, and then all of a sudden you realize that he's trapped in some kind of a repeating cycle, and Thanos is just sitting there looking at him inside of like a cosmic cube, laughing at him or something. I'd imagine something like that. Who's my favorite Flash? Thomas Val asked. I typically always say Barry Allen, but that's only because I don't want to always say Impulse. I love Impulse. Like, what a fun character he is. Oh, my cat's crying. I'm coming, Bagel. Yeah, I'm going to wrap this up pretty soon. They're so cute together. Are they still dating? Who? Cassie and Tim Trey? They're not dating, but they probably will be pretty soon. Oh, Sue-Ann completely disagrees with me. That's cool. That's cool. I think Cassie's considerably younger in the current continuity. Oh. She looks like she's 12 or something. Unpopular opinions. Thor: The Dark World is the best Thor movie. And the current Hawk Girls Justice League storyline is bad and not appealing to me. You know, I don't have a lot of people viewing my latest Justice League comic book review that just went up this week, which is odd to me. I thought more people were interested in that. So that's strange. I'm loving the Justice League right now. I know a lot of people fell off of it because of the way that Scott Snyder was writing it, but it's technically he's just plotting it. The script, the actual writing is being done by James Tynion IV. So it's, to me, it's amazing right now. That guy can do no wrong. Show us Bagels. Oh, yes. Bagel, Bagel. Hey, babe, I'm coming out pretty soon. Bagel. Everybody wants to see you. Come here, little girl. Come here, my little girl. Hello, my Bagel, Bagel. Hello, my Bagel, Bagel. Let's see if I can turn this down a little bit. There's my Bagel. There's my kitty, kitty. No kisses? No kisses? Come here. Fine, be that way. Anyway, yeah, there's Bagel. Every so often she makes an appearance. She's my cute little kitty kitty. So I'll actually try and leave the camera down like that for a little while. So yes, she is. She is very adorable. Bagel is the greatest cat ever. Let's see. I hate Stephanie Brown. Whoa, Yeto, calm down with that, man. She kind of turned pretty bad, but she's still cool. Casey Lang, Bagel. Yeah, Bagel's more popular than I am. Noble Bagels. Yeah, this is my cat Bagel. I call her that because that's what she looks like when she sleeps. Now this is Bagel's show. Hey, Bagel, you want a cookie? She's probably going to jump down if I do this, but let's see. She's used to eating them from the floor. Here you go. Want a cookie? Here you go. I will give you the treat. Here you go. This side. Come here. Here you go. Yum, 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 yum. Yes, she likes her little treats. Here you go. She tries to be so careful to not bite me, but, like, I could take it, so it's not that big of a deal. It's just too funny. Good girl. Good girl. Yes, I love you too, my little Bagel Bagel. Can I have the kissies now? Yes, thank you, my kitty kitty. Anyways, it's a cheap kiss. Okay, so I'm getting out of here now. Thank you. Yeah, she's a gorgeous cat, man. Absolutely gorgeous cat. I love my little kitty. She's going to be 9. Her birthday is on April 1st. I know, April Fool's Day. But, yep, I got her when she was just 5 weeks old. Yep, and I've had her for coming up to 9 years now. Yep. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to get out of here. Oh, they want to hear you purr. There you go. Okay, that's it. We're done. Oh, I have a picture of Jamie Alexander as Sif on there because there's strong rumors that she's going to get her own TV show also pretty soon, which would be effing amazing. Effing amazing. What do you call it? What are dog years compared to human years? 7. They're considered 7 to human years, yeah. Anyway, okay, so that's going to be it. I'm going to bounce out of here now. Yes, the Lady Sif TV show. I'm really, really looking forward to that. She does deserve it. Like, she was offered Wonder Woman, and she turned it down because she stayed loyal to Marvel, and Marvel just didn't do anything with her. Like, that's a crying shame. So I am so excited for her. I liked seeing her those 2 times she appeared on Agents of S.h.i.e.l.d., and boom, she should definitely get her own TV show. And once in a while have somebody, some of the other guys appear in it because, yeah, technically changed my light bulb now. So I'll talk to you guys later. Professor Bill and Bagel, Comic Book University, class dismissed.